Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of the Oklahoma Metro Living Show. I'm Melissa Branson with Metro First Realty Group. Now, if homeownership and house hunting have been on your mind lately, you won't want to miss this month's video series. I officially launched my first-time homebuyer boot camp, which means this month I've been sharing everything that you need to know to have a successful home buying experience. So today is week 4, which means that you've already learned all about the process of setting up a custom home search and what to expect when house hunting. So if you've missed weeks 1 through 3, you can catch them on my IGTV series, my Facebook page, or my YouTube channel. So today, I'm going to talk about what happens when you find the one and what steps to take before you start creating those Pinterest boards for every room of the house. So fill up your coffee cup and join me for today's mini training. You found the one, so what is next? All right, well, you've toured the home, it checked most of the boxes, and you think you want to write an offer. But first, you might want to ask yourself a few questions to make sure that you're making the right decision. Here's what I usually recommend to my buyers. Question number 1, how long are you planning on living in the home? You want to consider whether or not this home meets your needs, not just now, but potentially 5 to 10 years down the road, if that's what you're looking for. So do a double check on that. All right, question number 2. Are you looking beyond the decor? Remember, things like paint colors, flooring, and even countertops can always be changed over time. Does the location, the layout, and the size of your home fit your needs? Always ask yourself these questions about the things you can't change and decide if you're happy with them. So question number 3, does the cost of the home reflect how much you want to spend monthly? Remember, it's important to think beyond the big number of the total mortgage amount and break down how the monthly payments will affect your budget. All right, after asking yourself these 3 questions, you can make a decision with confidence instead of with emotions. This is where we're going to be entering the negotiation portion of the home buying process, and it's important to try as best as possible to not let your emotions get in the way so that you can make smart real estate decisions. So what should you be prepared to do next? Well, now it's time to write an offer that we're going to submit to the sellers. I won't get into all the offer details in today's show, but this is something that I walk my buyer clients through so when the time does come, you know what to be thinking about. So we're going to decide on things like the offer price, the earnest money amount, the closing date, and as well as your financing terms and other contingencies to include, such as home inspection and appraisal. Once we officially submit the offer, this is where the negotiation can begin. This is where sometimes buyers might start to feel a little nervous, but don't worry, I'm the one communicating with the listing agent and handling the negotiating. I'll prepare you for who is responsible for which step when it comes to negotiating the various parts of the offer so that you understand what's happening and you know what your options are. You will always be kept in the loop, but nothing will ever fall on your shoulders when it comes to figuring out what to do next. Now, if and when we come to an agreement with the sellers, this is when we'll start moving through the various parts of the offer and making sure we meet our deadlines and satisfy any contingencies. You'll be in communication with both me and your lender during the rest of the process, and I'll be communicating with all of the parties to make sure that we stay on track. You'll get weekly updates from me on the next steps and things to prepare, such as scheduling your home inspection and being prepared to meet specific deadlines. So when you're working with a buyer's agent that you like and trust, you will never be left in the dark with what's happening. And before you know it, you'll be at the closing table signing so many pieces of paper that you'll need a glass of wine when you're done. Or even better, champagne to celebrate. So now that you've gone through 4 weeks of first-time homebuyer boot camp, you might be ready to take that next step and schedule your very own buyer consultation. Remember, even if you're 6 to 12 months out, it's a good idea to get started with the process so you have a real estate agent and a lender that you feel comfortable with and are prepared for the entire process. Now, are you ready to make smart real estate decisions? Comment below or send me a DM. Now, if you have any specific questions about the home buying process or you want to schedule a home buying consultation to get the ball rolling with everything that we've talked about these last 4 weeks, send me a DM or comment below and I'll reach out. Thanks for tuning into this week's episode and I will see you next time.